everybody, I'm Dr. Angel Storm. Thanks so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. You guys, this shirt that I'm wearing is super soft. It is one of my new favorite shirts. It's from my store on my YouTube channel. I have 10,000 subscribers now, so I get some additional perks, and this is one of them that I get to have a store. And check this shirt out. It's seriously so soft. I buy clothes based on like how they feel. So for me, like the softness of it is all of the things. So go check it out. You guys, thanks so much for joining. Today I'm talking to you about what to do when the narcissist is trying to shift blame onto you, and how to handle the situation. So obviously there's going to be different things to do in different situations. If this is a situation where you're leaving the narcissist, let's say it's a romantic relationship, you're leaving the narcissist, but this isn't a court case scenario. So you're not in court. There is not any kind of external accusation. It's just that the narcissist is trying to put the blame on you, either through text message or email or whatever, that like you're the cause for the breakup or everything was ruined because of what you did. If it's that type of situation, honestly, like, just who cares? Forget about it. Block the narcissist, move on, move forward, clean and take care of your own energy field, but don't give any more time to trying to argue or respond. That's actually what they want. They want to bait you and draw you into an argument that you're never going to win. That gives them energy. That gives the narcissist energy. So if it's a situation where there is no consequences for what they're saying, if they want to blame you, so on, like, just let it be, so be it. If this is a situation where there is a court case, you need to not, continuously allow them to blame you for things, especially if these accusations are coming up undefended in court. So if they are making accusations against you and you continuously just allow them to do so without ever setting the record straight or speaking the truth, this is going to have repercussions negatively on your case, most likely. So I've talked a lot about tracking the narcissist behavior and how to formulate these patterns into a court case, how to make sure that you have evidence that will hold up in court. So you can check out some of my other videos on that if this is your situation, because this is something that you're going to have to do. So if the narcissist is continuously accusing you of something, if you have children or if there's finances or a business or something like that is kind of in the middle of the court case, you want to be sure that you are firm in your response to the narcissist, but that you are not accusatory or even defensive in the way that you come across. So if they accuse you of doing something with the children, just simply state what the actual truth is. Like, I see what you're, let them know that you see what they are doing. Like, I see how you are trying to portray me in a negative light. That is noted. The actual facts or what actually happened was X, Y, and Z. And let that be that. If the narcissist wants to come back at you and accuse you of something or call you names or say that you're communicating in a rude manner, let it be. Just let them do whatever they will do. In a court case, you need to make sure that there is as much difference between you and the narcissist as possible. You don't want the judge to have to say, like, they're saying that you do that and there's some evidence that you actually do that, and vice versa. When the judge can't tell, I call this muddying the waters, when the narcissist is doing this, oftentimes people who are in that situation are already at their breaking point. Like, they're done with the narcissist. They don't want to be around the narcissist. They just want to tell everybody what the narcissist is doing and expose the narcissist. And while I agree, like, that's a valid feeling, you need to be strategic in the way that you do that, because if you just come across as like, no, that's what he does, or that's what she does, no, she's doing that, he said that. If all you are doing is the he said, she said game, you are muddying the water as well, and the judge isn't going to be able to tell which one of y'all are telling the truth. And so this is why it's really important that you use some sort of tracking system. I've developed a whole program just on that. I have many videos that teach you how to do this on my YouTube channel. If this is something that you need to do, it's important that you do that so that you can communicate exactly what you're talking about and have evidence and have documentation for these behaviors that you can calmly and systematically show and present in court to the judge. So if there is a situation where there's a court case involved, it's important that you use a third-party system, whether it's Talking Parents or Our Family Wizard. You want to have some sort of other communication. You do not want to use normal text or emails, because these third-party softwares tell the judge exactly when you've logged in. By the way, the judge, any third parties involved, like the guardian ad litem, your attorneys, any third party involved, the co-parenting coordinator, can have access to your Talking Parent records. So they can see exactly what message was sent, when it was viewed by either party, how many times you've logged in, what time exactly you've logged in, all that kind of stuff. And the messages cannot be manipulated. And so it's really important that you use those, because you can have the court system working for you as well. So when the narcissist tries to shift blame or blame you for something, it's easy to then say, like, through this third-party app, this is what he said, this is when she sent it, this is when she saw it, this is what he responded. You'll have all of that information that cannot be manipulated. There can be no muddying the water when it comes to the communication aspect. It's all, so just to recap, if it's in a court case, it is important that you set the record straight, but not in an argumentative way, not in an accusatory or reactive kind of way. It's important that you just simply state the facts and the truth, and that you move on with your day. If this is a situation where it could be at work or some sort of business situation where the narcissist wants to put blame on you. Again, record keeping is going to be key. If you need to have another person come with you when you have face-to-face conversations with a narcissist, do it. If it is legal and you are able to do so, to record your conversations with a narcissist, do it. If you can have these conversations face-to-face in a place where there's cameras already, like security systems, do it. If you cannot do those things, it's important that as much as possible you communicate with a narcissist over electronic means like email or text messaging that cannot be manipulated. So you don't want to, for example, answer a phone call if you know that this is how the narcissist, if the phone is one of the methods that the narcissist will use to shift blame onto you, that they will then say in an unrecorded phone call and be able to say, like, oh, well, we had that phone call and you said this, and you'll have no evidence. All you'll have to say is, no, I didn't say that. So it's, again, the he said, she said kind of thing where you need to have evidence. Some situations you're going to have to defend yourself, and you need to know that these are the tactics that the narcissist will use. And so you need to protect yourself by choosing strategically how and when you communicate with a narcissist, and making sure that there isn't such a time when the narcissist will be able to unjustly accuse you of saying something, doing something, being somewhere, or whatever the case might be. So be aware of the mindset of the narcissist. If you know that the narcissist is after a certain thing too, like, again, regardless of the situation, if you know the narcissist is trying to show that you're an uncooperative parent, or if the narcissist is trying to show that you continuously slack on your work, or that you're not a good employee, you need to be aware of the narcissist mindset and how they are going to use any kind of thing you say or do to fit the narrative that they've already decided you are. So again, if you know that the narcissist is going to make some kind of accusation about you with the children, make sure another party is with you during the exchange of the children. If you know that the narcissist is going to accuse you of doing something at your work, make sure that you're keeping a very detailed log of your work. If possible, do your work on something that actually keeps track of it for you, like, for example, Google Docs. That shows you exactly when you've logged in, what changes were made, who made the changes, what time, all of that kind of stuff. There's things that you can do that are very simple changes to start implementing that can have a very big impact on shutting down the narcissist when they try to shift blame on you. The problem that most people face are not these types of situations, believe it or not. It's the first type of situation where there's a sibling or a parent or a significant other that was from a while back, even not even somebody that you're married to or involved with right now, but who has accused you of splitting up the family, of being, standoffish and not trying to build a cohesive environment or unit or whatever. And the problem for most people is that they get wrapped up into this. Okay, they're accusing me. They're saying this and that's not true. It's them that's doing it. And again, it's the he said, she said. How much of this back and forth is worth your peace? Is this actually where you want to be investing your energy? Is there any outcome that will be different than the outcomes you've already experienced if you continue to invest this amount of energy into the back and forth? These are the kind of questions that you should be asking yourself before you respond to a narcissist anytime. What is the goal of me communicating with the narcissist in this situation? Because as human beings, we don't like being attacked, and especially people who've experienced narcissistic abuse, when they become awakened to the fact that this is abuse, that this is what is happening, they don't want to allow that to continue to happen, and so they just react. They start trying to really defend themselves, but what they're doing is actually just prolonging this back and forth cycle. Instead of detaching themselves, their mental, their emotional, their physical energy from the situation, they actually continue to wrap themselves up in this cycle and allow the abuse to prolong, and their new life to delay getting started. And so it's important to recognize which one of these ones you are. Is this an actual need for you to communicate with a narcissist? Because if it isn't, let the narcissist think whatever they want. Let them tell other people whatever they want. People who are meant to be with you will not need, they won't be swayed by another person. They'll have the communication skills to be able to come to you and say, hey, so-and-so said this, I just want to see, is that true, or what's your side of the story here? Or that they're not going to be involved. You have to be willing to let some of the old things go, even if it means blood relatives, because that's generational patterns that you're letting go of. The generational patterns are prolonged through humans. Those people are the embodiment of those generational issues that you're dealing with. Let those people go. Let them go so that you can start a new pattern of behavior for yourself, for your children, for your children's children. You're going to have to let some of that stuff go, even if it's not the ideal outcome for you. Even if you wish that they could change, you want them to see things your way, you want things to be different. I understand all of that. However, you don't get to control what somebody else does. Again, this is something that a lot of my clients struggle with, because that's also a form of control. And typically people who have been involved with a narcissist struggle with some sort of codependency issues. And this is one of the ways that it comes out in. You want to control the outcome. You want to control how people see you. You want to control the narrative. You want to somehow find justice in a place where you've experienced such injustice, but you're going about it in the wrong way. The way that you will have justice in this situation is by letting it go and doing the opposite of the things that the narcissist said you never would be able to do, that they told you could never get, that they told you would never become. It's to let go of that. It's to stop settling for less than you were created for, and to start stepping into your actual purpose in life. So I hope this helps you and gives you some idea of how to think about the situations when you're dealing with a narcissist, when they are trying to shift blame onto you. Sometimes you do need to defend yourself, and you need to make sure that you have actual evidence to be able to do that. And most of the time, though, you just need to be okay with letting it go and not having the resolution that you want to have happen, but that you will get the resolution that you need, not necessarily the resolution that you want, by letting it go. So those are my suggestions to you for how to deal with a narcissist who's trying to focus the blame and shift the blame onto you for any given thing. You guys, make sure you go check out my store. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my channel below and turn on the little bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video to this channel.